Welcome back to the channel. So today's video, we're going to go with, so far what I've been able to find is the highest credits per hour car and track I found so far. I'm sure there's going to be others that you're going to be able to get more, but if I can end up finding those, I'll make an updated video showing that. First, you always want to make sure that you are getting that you've got to do one of the earlier tracks. If you don't have the money to buy a high-end car, you're gonna need a high-end car. I am using an electric car, so we got to go to the trial mountain circuit. So here you get 100,000 for a win, and here's my car. This is what I have found so far. There's a lot more cars that I do not have. It's unlimited. Max it out. I have not played with the settings anymore to figure out if there's anything else I can do to make it faster. There may be, but for right now, just max the car out. If I'm good, I can lap the entire field on focus. We're not worried about damage. We're not worried about anything like that. Just getting the 5 laps in to get that 100,000 is all that we're worried about. So you can crash quite a bit and still end up finishing first. So a couple of these corners you have to end up being a little bit really slow on. But this car is so fast, you just pretty much blow by everybody. I'll see if I can end up kind of giving you some different tricks that I end up doing with this. So on here, we're going to end up riding these rails quite a bit because there's no damage. And I just go super fast. So as you can see, I keep the gas on and I'm just riding the rail and I keep right on going. This is only to make money. This is not to have fun. What my goal in the game is to complete everything possible. I have to finish my licenses and they keep coming out with more and more cars. So my goal will be to try to get all those cars and get everything possible before they come out with Gran Turismo 8. So as you can see here, lap 1 is done. I'm already number 1. I'm first. So it's very easy to end up getting first place at this track and getting that 100,000. Your next goal is to go as quick as possible. That way you can get as many races in. So far from what I've been able with this car, with this setup, I'm making roughly 750,000 credits an hour. My goal will be is to find a way to get to that 1 million credit per hour. So that way you can buy all the cars. So it makes it easier if you're going to do all of the multiplayer racing. At some point, we may end up doing that on live streams. So with me, I have a ankle injury that prevents me from actually having a steering wheel because I can't do the pedals at this point. So right now I'm just using the regular controller as I do this. And we may end up getting one of the more expensive analog ones down the line that I can actually use the paddles for acceleration and deceleration for the brake and the gas. But right now it's just regular hand controller with the force feedback. So we're on lap number 3. A lot of these, so you can take a lot of these just completely, almost outright. This one you can't. You gotta use a lot of brake on this one. If you watch down at the bottom, you can kind of see. So now we have to get off for the slow corner, accelerate. Here we do have to use a little bit of braking. Now we're accelerating, and then this corner goes whip to the left. We just hard to the left, off a little bit, and then back on. This is flat out. You don't let up. You then can ride this corner. So I never let off the gas. If you look, gas is on this entire time I'm riding. I still have the gas on the entire time. Here I'll let off just to get through that corner. Brake, gas, some braking just to make this corner. Back on the gas. You do not have to pit at all during this. The same thing here. Off the gas. I stay off the gas. Get onto the grass here. I can then turn completely left. Back on. Okay, going to lap 4. So, on here, we go straight out. I'm going to let off the gas. I didn't brake. Still didn't brake. Still didn't brake. Back on the gas. A lot of braking. Back on. This is a hard brake one. You have to go extremely slow during this one. Back on the gas. This one is a small amount of braking. I touch the gas just a little bit. Hard left. Back on the gas. Flat out. And you should be increasing your time every time you do it as you get more comfortable. As you can see, I've gone from a 135 to a 132 to a 131. And now we start passing people. Kind of makes it a little bit more difficult that you're going to run into people, but you just kind of push them out of the way if you have to. Back on the brake, hard brake. Fully accelerate. Sometimes they'll get in your way of the lane. It can make it a little difficult. And we'll ride this. We'll get off here. Turn. There is drafting, so there's, and you can see we've improved even more. Off the gas, hard left, hard right. And it kind of got in my way. Okay. Hard braking for our final lap. And I hopped over a little bit. You're going to have those little times where you're going to mess up just a little bit, but damage doesn't matter in these. It's just fast this time. And if you need to make money, this is how you're going to do it. Off a track like this until you can do some of your other events that they come out with for your weekly events. Ride the rail. Don't let off at all on those. No mess ups, no nothing. I can pass every single car. If I just absolutely perfect, really do good. I am definitely going to redo this video if I get a better car that's even faster, because time is money. The faster you can do this, especially if you're going to do this for a couple of hours, makes a huge difference. And there's third place. So we'll get past third, even with everything that I did. So there's our first place. 7 minutes and 44 seconds. If you were to take this, you should be able to do definitely better. If you take that 7 minutes and 30 seconds, so that's 7.5. If you take your 60 minutes and divide it by 7.5, that will tell you how many races you can do in an hour. If you multiply that by the 100,000 that you get for winning the race, it's gonna come out to about 750,000 per hour, and that helps you to be able to buy all your cars. So that's it for this one. Hope to see you on one of the live streams. If you get a chance to like the video and subscribe, that way you'll get notifications with the bell of going online or when new video come out. Comment down in the section below if you've got any faster cars, tracks that you think that are better, that are easy. So this is not the difficult tracks that make a bunch of money. It needs to be something that just you kind of do when you want to make money, but that's all we're looking at. So definitely like to see you guys into the comment section below, and we will see you on the next one.